broaden that out a little bit.
I think you're right.
Yeah, maybe let's broaden that out.
This is RadioFire.com. Yours truly, Dobby K, in here alongside Devin Apps. What's going on, man?
How you doing, man? I'm feeling good.
Yeah, you're in a good
Great.
mood. You're in a good mood.
Yeah.
All-Star Weekend.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Did you get a chance to catch?
Yeah, I got to see everything. Actually, I missed the skills competition. I did not get to see the skills competition, but I know Jason Tatum won that, right?
Yep.
Believe so. But saw the 3-point contest. I saw the dunk contest, and I got to see.
I always enjoy all that.
Yeah, man. It was good this year. It was really well. It was really well done.
Where did you watch it?
I was home in my basement watching it.
So I was at Loafers.
You was at Loafers watching it? So you couldn't hear shit.
Huh?
You couldn't hear nothing.
Nah, they turned the TV. They had turned the TV up in the back part on 40. They had turned the TVs up.
Right.
Yeah. So it
kudos
was
to Loafers.
Yeah, so it was all right.
All right, yeah.
It was girls in there too.
Yeah. So,
waitresses were half dressed for the most part.
Sounds like Loafers. Sounds like Loafers.
I ain't been there in a minute, so it was. I was like, whoa, what?
Yeah, what's going on?
What's going on?
Out there in no man's land, know what they want.
Yeah. It was all good, but it's just like when you watch the 3-point and they make 5 in a row. People in there like, oh yeah, you know what I mean? Get up. You make 4, miss one, and like,
bum ass.
Yeah.
Like somebody can do that. Yeah, I thought it was really well done this year. It was Joe Harris, I believe, won the 3-point contest. Mm-hmm. Shouts out to you're famous now, guy. People know who you are now. You're the new white shooter in the league. You should be the. I guess you're the guy now. When they reference shooters in rap songs now, they'll bring up Joe Harris. I got Brooklyn shooters like Joe Harris. They give you that.
Which is good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's good. Yeah, it's a showcase.
Getting love from the hood.
Case of talent. Him being in Brooklyn helps. He won in the Biggie the Coogee cut on their jerseys or whatever. That's their new colorway. They got Coogee print on the Brooklyn jerseys to commemorate Biggie.
Oh,
yeah, that's what he won in. So that's dope. That's dope. Dunk contest.
I always love that.
Yeah, what's the first name on him? I know it's Diallo, but what's the first name you got? You not nothing for me.
I ain't got nothing.
Damn it, Diamond. Somebody's got to know it. It's I'm not gonna wake him. Yeah, Hema did or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. But it was really impressive. I think Dennis Smith Jr. had the biggest moment of the night with the dunk contest. Even though he couldn't, put a good product. He had the most creativity, I thought. With the J. Cole dunk. He brought J. Cole out, put him in a chair. J. Cole dressed like he obviously does drugs. Like, nobody dresses like that unless they do a lot of drugs. J. Cole.
Do you doubt that he does?
No, just a copious amount. I want to figure out which ones, because those don't look like black people drugs. Like, he's doing like LSD or some other shit. He is doing some acid or something. Him and Chance the Rapper. But yeah, so he sat J. Cole down, threw it over his head. J. Cole threw it up. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And then the Smith completely laid out over top of him, banged it down. Oh, before that, put the J. Cole high school jersey on in North Carolina,
which was hot.
J. Cole didn't even know about it. Surprised him too. He did the hand on the heart thing as if it's the phony Hollywood. This is really touching me thing right here. Like, oh, really? Oh, thank you. It's so sweet. Oh, Dennis Smith Jr. But it was cool. It was a cool moment. He after Dennis Smith Jr. dunked it, J. Cole tried to run up there and dunk it. He missed, but it was still a dope moment. It was good. It was a really cool moment.
And I think it was a genuine moment.
Yeah, it was. It was. Yeah. That shit just seemed phony to me, but I guess that's just my immaturity. Who else was in that dunk contest? They had a bunch of John Collins from the Atlanta Hawks, who had a couple impressive dunks. But he's 6'10", so it's kind of hard to impress him when you're that big. It doesn't look as cool or whatever. Another guy, I can never remember his name. Bridges from the Charlotte Hornets. Mikal Bridges, I believe is his name. Another big 6'8" dude who was throwing down some nasty stuff during the regular season. Got him involved in it. Had some cool ones in there, but couldn't put down his last one. Finals came down to Diallo and I don't remember. Who was it? Do you know? You got any stats over there for me, Diamond? Finals was Diallo and was it Dennis Smith Jr. or was it the fourth guy who I can't remember right
So we said Collins,
Diallo, Dennis Smith
right.
Jr., and who am I missing? Is that it?
You did Bridges.
That's it. Okay,
right.
so the finals came down to Diallo and I believe Dennis Smith Jr. Dennis Smith Jr. just couldn't put it down. He had some creative stuff in there. He jumped over D Wade, windmill from off of Steph Curry's oop. It was cool, but it's like it was too many attempts on it. Diallo jumped over Shaq, put his arm in the rim, which was nasty. Then ripped the shirt open, had the Superman thing. It was
hot.
yeah, it had some great moments. And I think that the dunk contest it lived up to it.
So Bridges and Collins went out in the first round.
Right. And it was Dennis Smith Jr. and Diallo.
Right.
Appreciate that fact check. Yeah. Talking on my neck.
So rookies winning, does that surprise you?
The rookie sophomore game?
Yeah.
I did not catch the rookie sophomore. I caught the Rising Stars Challenge with the World Against USA. Or was there also a rookie sophomore game as well?
No. I mean, as far as a rookie winning the dunk contest.
Oh, well, Diallo was the second year guy.
Right.
I thought, yeah. So
No. I'm saying he's a 12th rookie to win the dunk contest, second in a row.
Okay. All right. Well, I thought Diallo
Mitchell in 2018.
Oh, Donovan Mitchell and it's been a long NBA season, man. There's been a lot going on this year. Yeah. I mean, he's young, he's fresh. He's still excited about things like this. He's still trying to make a name for himself. He's still trying to prove himself out there. So, I mean, I believe that it's probably vets are scared to, lose some of that clout, I guess.
They scared of that shadow.
Yeah, they scared, man. They scared of that. They're not scared of the check. Trust me, they ain't scared of that.
The shadow.
The shadow. No, they scared of losing. Nobody wants to take that L and become a meme. Niggas,
no.
Yeah, so niggas are scared to take that take them L's out here, man. So they avoid that dunk contest because it's different. It's not it's not no in-game shit. It's no warm up stretching. You get your dunks in, you practice them, then you gotta go sit for 15 minutes, and then you gotta sit through commercial breaks, and it's gotta be there at a moment's notice. So some guys shy away from that kind of stuff.
What do you think? What do you think about the celebrity nature of the event? Does it take away, or do you think it's good?
No, the All-Star, that's what it's for. It's the biggest event, of the NBA season. It's fun. It's supposed to be all of the glitz and glamour and everything that happens around basketball. That's why you have the skills competition and the three-point contest and the dunks, because that's what makes basketball special. And you want to see your specialists. You want to put a showcase on for your guys who didn't make the All-Star game but still have All-Star or elite talent. Like your Diallos or your Joe Harris, who really I follow NBA. And you could have put Joe Harris in the lineup with 5 other white guys, and I couldn't have told you who the hell he was. So now I know who Joe Harris is. I know he's a problem. And I know if I'm tuned into a Brooklyn Nets game, I'm like, okay, well, I know they got my man D'Angelo Russell, who made the All-Star game, and they got Joe Harris, who won the three-point contest. So they got some players over there. Let's tune into this game. It's a showcase for the NBA. The stars are supposed to be. You want to see who's showing up. Same way you want to see who's showing up for a boxing match.
Right.
You want to see like at one if it goes late rounds, you looking at shit, Jay-Z there. There's Oscar. There go Oscar. Bernard Hopkins always sitting next to Oscar De La Hoya. So that row's right there is for Golden Boy. So,
right.
So
exactly.
I mean it's just so you want to see who's there. I was having fun watching Gucci picking up where Gucci Man was every time. He always was courtside. Gucci Man was at every event. Yeah. Gucci Man was there front and center for all of the events.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a part of it, man. That's cool. That's a cool thing to see.
Was there any celebrity that you saw there this year that surprised you that they were there?
That celebrity game they always throw some weird ass people in there. Like they had a little person, I guess is what you call him now.
Right.
Hey, but what the fuck? Like, get out of the game. Like, y'all don't want to be made fun of. Y'all don't want to be looked at as punchlines and shit. And then he coming there and trying to run between people's legs, and he try and get the tip at the beginning of the game. Like, fuck out of here, little guy. It's stupid. I thought they had at halftime they had that goofy ass Kenny Smith and Shaq did like a pop-a shot at halftime of the All-Star game, which was awkward and just like unnecessary. Like, so that forced ass element of it is weird and stupid to me. But other than that, you want the glitz and glamour of what stars and celebrities come out, because it was black as shit in North Carolina. Like, it seemed really accessible to the niggas. Charlotte. I didn't see a lot of white faces in the crowds. And I mean, All-Star Weekend is usually a black event anyway. But Charlotte seemed like it was extra crispy.
Yeah. Did the result of the game yesterday surprise you?
No. For this reason only. What most surprised me was how high the Team Giannis got up on them. I mean, because I thought that LeBron got all the killers. He had all the killers on his team. It was LeBron, James Harden, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Dame Lillard. These are all the guys who are going to kill you at the end of the game. So I was fully expecting for them to come out there and to be a wash. But I was telling my homeboy that when it got real, all that shit that they was doing in the first half and in the third quarter, all of a sudden it wasn't working no more. Like, all them cute threes Steph was taking, they started missing. And all those Paul George was not touching the rim, Diamond. He was throwing it in from the hash, not looking at the rim. That's how the ball was going. It wasn't even. It was. That's how the ball was going to the rim when Paul George was shooting. And the fourth quarter came, and it stopped. Everything locked up. Kawhi hit like 5 straight threes, and LeBron had the whole contract team. And they were beating them so bad in the first and third quarter that I said, oh, this is what it was. That all of the people on Team Giannis's team are all in secure contracts. So they can go ahead and play balls out because they don't care. They secure, baby. Yeah. And I thought that Team Brown was taking it back because they all in contract years. They trying to figure out what's going on. Besides LeBron, but they all trying to figure out their futures. But killer's gonna kill, man, and that's what happened. The cream rose to the top, and all of the elite talent was on one team. All the alphas were on one team,
which is unfair.
It ain't unfair. He had a fair shot to pick all those same guys that LeBron James picked, and Giannis picked a bunch of guys.
All in all,
It worked early.
Right. All in all, was it a successful event, you think?
Yes. Yeah. All-Star Weekend this year was highly successful.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I don't think how usually you come away, they feel like they need to tinker with something. Or,
yeah,
they got to change the dunk contest, or they got to put the 3-point contest after the dunk contest. Yeah, but I feel like this year the All-Star Weekend delivered. It was what it was supposed to be. Yes.
Have you been to one?
I have not been to All-Star Weekend.
Will you want to go?
It's definitely a bucket list item. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go to an All-Star Weekend. Yes.
It's on your bucket list.
Yeah, it's on the bucket list.
Speaking of list, Flacco.
Oh man!
It appears that he is going to Denver.
Hard to say goodbye.
Something that did not surprise me. The Redskins were interested in Flacco.
Yeah, that's usually where our guys go. Yeah, I'll say that. Yeah, usually our guys go. They also have a need for quarterback with Alex Smith having that catastrophic leg break that he had during the past season. So I could see, Joe, going there, but I guess Denver was offering that fifth round pick, and the Redskins could have just let him get cut and told him just stay where you are. You don't have to move. You don't have to do anything. You just got to drive 45 minutes further. That's all they would have to do.
Will Flacco improve the Broncos?
Did he improve the Ravens?
Yes.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Improve us over what? Over Robert Griffin? third. What was he improving us on?
When he first came?
Oh yeah, but this isn't when he first came. This is Joe.
This is
coming off of 3 injury-plagued years, losing his job to a rookie quarterback. I mean,
so now he has something to prove.
Yeah, he's got to change. He's a change of scenery guy now.
So that always
12
helps.
years in the league.
So you predict a short run.
I don't think Joe's going to be out that long. I don't.
So is this the end of the road?
I don't feel like Joe's going to be anywhere else after this. Honestly, to tell you the truth, the way Joe has shown me over the 12 years he was here, I thought that Joe would retire rather than get traded and go somewhere else and play football. Joe doesn't look like he loves football to me. He looks like
Did
the
he
guy
I don't think he did.
Joe showed up to work because this is what he was contractually obligated to do. That's what I felt like.
That's what they paid me to do.
And
my father told me to honor my commitments.
I honestly and truly thought that Joe. I mean, maybe that's what he's doing. He's going to honor the rest of his contract. He's got like 2-3 years left on 2 years left on his contract. Maybe he'll honor the rest of his contract and then retire a Bronco.
So then what does Joe bring to Denver?
He brings a cannon, baby. You know what Joe got, baby. Joe got a rocket. He's got a chooch, baby. He's got an arm cannon. That's what he's got.
Well, then there's always a place for that.
Yeah, and he's got thin air up there in Denver, so he's gonna be able to throw the ball even further. Maybe he'll have some, mile high miracles up there. He's got Emmanuel Sanders, who's a reliable receiver. Lindsey is Philip Lindsey, I believe, is the running back. So he's got some reliable, targets down there. I wish Joe the best. I really do. I wish he wouldn't have got, traded into the AFC so I could wholly, cheer for him. I don't think we play Denver next year anyway, so there will be no.
The only way would be if we saw him in the playoffs, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. There'll be no revenge game for Joe during the regular season anyway.
Right.
But
I'm sure he would love to put an end to our playoff run.
Of course he would. Yeah, Joe plays well in the cold, and we all know the lore of Joe Flacco. So I wish the best to him until it changes the Ravens' fortune, and then I hope he falls apart like he did for us.
Oh, so you don't really wish him. You don't really wish him
to a point.
The best.
Yeah, I don't. It's conditional love for me, baby. It's all conditional. All right, there's no unconditional love. He is once a Raven, and that's it. There's not once a Raven. And once you retire, you're welcome back with open arms. But until then, mother raised, mother born him, mother raised him, motherfuck him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're wearing orange and blue now, baby.
So I saw something on Facebook about Odell Beckham and would we want Odell Beckham here? Would you want a personality like that?
I don't care about his personality, Diamond. I care about what happens in between those chalky white lines and 100 yards in colorful end zones. Yes.
So the answer is yes. You would.
And more yes. I think that Odell Beckham Jr. is too big for the city. To be as respectful as I can to be about it. But, why the hell not? Why would I not want Odell Beckham Jr. on this team? I don't care about what he does. What does he do off the field that's so bad? What's he doing?
I don't think he does off the field.
I would love.
Jumping under the kicker's net and it's kind of weird.
He doesn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
There's a video of him getting knocked out, but it wasn't even him. It was some dude who had hair like him. So,
wow. So it wasn't him.
It wasn't even him. Like, he doesn't do anything wrong. He does interviews with Lil Wayne. That's about it. That shit was wrong.
You caught a lot of flack for that.
That shit was wrong.
You caught a lot of flack for that.
Listen,
that shows you who he is at heart.
Anytime you do an interview and you invite Lil Wayne is a bad idea.
You knew that something bad was going to happen.
Lil Wayne doing an interview by himself is a bad decision. To invite him along for something that had nothing to do with rap.
Random. It was
why
super
is Wayne
random.
here? Why is he here? I was like, I'm doing this show right now with just Lil Uzi Vert is just right here next to me, just Uzi Vert. It's me and Uzi.
Yo, it was super random.
What are you doing, guy?
Last thing, and I wanted to save this for last because. Question: is Colin Kaepernick a sellout?
No. Short answer.
Short answer.
Short answer.
Explain.
Colin Kaepernick is not a sellout.
So let me paint the picture here.
Paint it.
Let me set the table.
Reach,
okay?
Donovan.
Let me set the table.
Make sure you breathe. I don't want you to pull anything.
All right, let me set the table.
Go ahead.
He initiates a boycott of the national anthem.
He initiated a boycott?
An individual. He made an individual decision to not participate in the national anthem.
That sounds a lot better.
Okay.
That sounds a lot
he
better.
made an individual decision.
Yes. To peacefully, silently protest injustice.
In his silence, it was very loud.
Was it?
Oh, yeah.
Was it?
It was loud. It caught fire. He didn't intend for it to catch fire.
His silence was loud.
His silence was loud.
Initially, he sat.
Yes. Then he kneeled.
Okay.
Now, others joined him.
Eric Reed.
When they found out why he was doing it.
Yes. And that was the first person to join him was Eric Reed, who happened to be the safety of the San Francisco 49ers at the time, who was now, who was also being blackballed out of the league for a while, ended up getting a contract with the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah.
Just signed was a 3-year extension.
Yeah.
I believe he signed with them. So he's getting double paid off of this collusion case. Colin's not a sellout. Period. This man missed, which is going on 3 years.
Can you make a sellout move but still not be a sellout?
It's not a sellout move. How is he making a sellout move?
I don't think it is.
For hypothetically, it's not a sellout move because this is owed to him. He's not selling anything out. He's missed out on 3 years of what he was supposed to be doing because you guys don't like his views on something. And because he's missed out on this potential earnings, I need to be broke off. I'm not selling out. I'm getting paid I'm getting reparations. My nigga, this is I was the martyr for this situation. I chose to raise awareness this way no matter what happened. I never lost my integrity on the situation. I never spoke out my actions basically spoke for the entire time. When did Colin Kaepernick ever make a statement on this? Do you have a quote? He never spoke on it. Everything that he laid out
worked to his benefit.
Exactly. What do I have to say? Everything that has been going on, I've spoken on it already. I was in a locker room. You asked me about this a long time ago. I've already spoken on it. Now, what else do I need to say about it? Everything else is what you guys think. It was what you're speculating. So I have nothing to say about it. I have a case pending, and I got paid for it. Period.
So you look at this as because the rumors are. Mm-hmm. Panthers, Patriots, potential landing places for Kaepernick.
Panthers, Patriots.
Okay. Now, the way you are presenting it is he's getting his back pay, almost.
Yeah.
So not 80, 30, 50 million dollars. We're talking about what he potentially could have gotten had he played.
Yeah, because he was in a contract year.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that he could have signed a contract from somewhere between $20 to $50 million, depending on the market.
So
because let's say Jay Cutler at the time, 2 years ago, got $10 million for a year. So if he's missed 3 years and Jay Cutler got a year deal for $10 million, I would think that $30 million would suffice. It's about what he missed out on.
Right. So if he signs with the NFL team, does that mean that Black America can stop the
boycott?
The boycott.
Well,
he's back.
Considering I need black eyes watching this show, I would hope so. Yeah, I would hope that all of the black eyes would come on back and watch football. I mean, nothing's changed really.
So the people on Facebook is talking. Yeah.
But I believe we're more aware of what's going on and how they really feel about us. I think the veil's kind of been lifted off, but at the same time, what's really changed? What has really changed from the situation? I I mean, people are a little bit more
I mean,
aware.
but here's the thing: people weren't boycotting because of the situation. They were boycotting because you're
Colin
supposed to give my
was
man
getting paid,
Cap his job.
Okay, so he got broke off now. Now all is forgiven.
That's what I'm asking.
I don't think that, and that was my issue already. Was that the NFL hides behind this shield of clean and pristineness, and they're the shield, and even if you're not prosecuted by the law, you were involved in domestic violence, so we're going to prosecute you anyway. You're going to lose game. Like, you understand what I'm saying? They're this higher, they portray themselves as this high and mighty brand or franchise when they're in the business of violence and drugging dudes up who can't play when they're supposed to, and it's all about your talent level. If you're forgiven for your actions, it's not about what you've done. It's about us punishing you for it and then bringing you back. As long as we get to tear you down, you can come back. It's not. It's never been a situation where they were really in this for the integrity of it. So why are we holding them to that standard? You understand what I'm saying? It's like, if you go in with the preconceived notion that this is already a fucked up business, then you'll start to understand that what they're doing is fucked up business. What fucked up does. So I'm not going to stop watching football because I already knew they were like this. I watch it because I enjoy entertaining sports. I'm not taking a stand on this because it doesn't make sense to me. If you knew, you knew.
Yeah. So what should be next for Kaepernick now the case is settled? He's still a free agent.
He's still a free agent.
Still a useful quarterback.
If he still wants to play, then I feel like he should be afforded the opportunity to play. Period.
So does a settlement mean he's going to get signed?
No, it doesn't mean anything. They still don't have to sign him if they don't want. It just means that he's been paid what he's owed. At the end of the day, these are still privately owned businesses. I mean, they're a conglomerate, but the owners can, do what they feel with their teams. They don't have to sign him. Period. They don't have to put him on his team. So that's like, what do you do? What do you do besides pay that man what he's owed and hope for the best? There is no control over that.
So the agreement, this conclusion that came,
works
out for both parties. I think that for Kaepernick, for Reed,
right,
and for the NFL, it's a win for everybody.
Yeah, because they can finally move past this.
They can move past it.
Finally, they can, all the counters for how many quarterbacks have been signed before Colin Kaepernick can come down, I believe. But that's my issue there, though. Is this settlement an admission of guilt?
I think it is. So it's just they get to keep their inner workings under wraps.
Okay, so it's an admission of guilt.
Avoiding any admission of guilt that their admission of guilt is something they can live with. Because they didn't really go live and technically admit anything.
Right. So at that point, then shouldn't all blacks just be out of NFL and altogether then?
I think long term, I don't think that that's ever going to happen because you're always going to have somebody that can use what NFL can give.
It's 75-80% of the rosters in the NFL are black people. Those black families are going to want to watch their people play. So it's like it's a rock and a hard place. Do we leave and create our own leagues? Do we go to the AAF or the XFL? Like, how do we really take back our power in this situation? It's a rock and a hard place. This is where the money is, but at some point you gotta respect us. So there has to be. I know that what's the guy's name? The guy Eric Reed called a sellout. Say Malcolm Jenkins.
Yeah,
they had their foundation that they were supposed to be partnering with the NFL. Maybe Colin Kaepernick needs to spearhead that. We need to put him in that situation. Something's got to give. Something's got to be. There has to be some responsibility for or consequences for this. But what are they? So I mean, I'm open to suggestions, but what are we doing? Because I like football.
Right.
So
right.
what are we doing, black people? I'm all ears, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna keep watching these games until y'all, come up with something that makes sense to me.
I mean, some of the figures that I saw, they paid Kaepernick, just Kaepernick, were between 60 and 80 million.
Shit. 60 and 80 million?
Some of the figures that I saw.
Well, all
I mean,
right.
because my thing is that Kaepernick needed to take something more than what he would have normally gotten in back pay.
Right.
Then that just wouldn't even been worth it, really.
So 30, I'm thinking 30, and you probably got double that.
Yeah.
Shit, I guess you would have
But
to disclose that.
if they pay them that much, they can't disclose that.
Yeah, they can't let nobody know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's weakness. Right, as a company, right? So, shit, I'm happy for the guy. I really am. That is a win. That's definitely a win. But at the end of the day, they threw money at a situation.
Yeah.
And it went away.
I mean, here's my thing, okay? He's no longer in the legal fight, right? Theoretically, that makes it easier for a team to justify signing him.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know if any team's going to jump at that opportunity.
That's what, and coming from a franchise's perspective, if I'm a team owner, if I'm a GM, if I'm a head coach, this guy's been out of the league for 2 years, 3 years.
Right.
What am I doing with him? Can he still play? The NFL was.
Would you bring him in for a workout?
Of course, I would bring him in for a workout. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I don't think he was being afforded that opportunity. But yeah, I'm interested in seeing if Colin Kaepernick can still play.
Do you think that there will be backlash from fans?
At this point, how? But at the same time, racists pay, buy jerseys too. Racists, buy tickets too. So if that's your fan base, then what are you to do? If the majority of your fans, the loud majority, is saying we don't want this guy around because I don't care what he's talking about, I don't care what the blacks are saying, he disrespected my flag.
Right.
I don't care what he's talking about. You stand for the flag no matter what.
Right. And you have some people that feel like that.
Yeah. So if that's what your fan base is saying, you're in the heart of Texas.
Yeah.
What are you supposed to do? So are we admitting that America is racist? Then it's not even an NFL problem anymore. It's a country problem. And then what are you supposed to do? You understand what I'm saying? It's just right. it becomes too big of a problem for the NFL. This conversation is bigger than the NFL, and we're trying to make it about Colin Kaepernick and his legal situation because Colin Kaepernick got a win, black people didn't get a win. And because you understand what I'm saying here? This is a trivial matter. Colin, he got his win, but what do we do from here? It doesn't make us any difference.
So here's the thing. As far as free agency, you got several quarterbacks that are going to be free agents.
Yes.
Tyrod.
Okay.
Nick Foles.
Okay.
Bridgewater.
Teddy.
Yeah, and so more could be released as the draft approaches.
Okay.
I think Keenum.
Case Keenum, of course, will probably become available.
Eli.
Yeah. I don't think Eli's going anywhere.
Tannehill
will probably be released.
Bortles.
Blake's coming out of there.
Yeah. I think that all of them are.
Yeah, so it's gonna be some movement, some shucking and some jiving. Hey, Joe.
I mean, Kaepernick has remained in shape. Any injuries that he had
are gone. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Are 2 years?
These are pluses for him.
That's what I'm saying. Are 2 years going to be beneficial to him,
I say yes.
Or 2 years going, is that going to hurt him from being away from the game for that long? Has it changed that much that he can't? Like I'm saying, he wasn't.
It hasn't changed that much.
Has it changed that much? Okay.
He was already a mobile quarterback. I don't think he's lost a step. He's probably just as fast, if not faster, because he's been. It hasn't been quite almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years.
So almost 2 years. You know, when they talk about quarterback coming back fresh after a couple weeks.
Right. So he should be. He should be ready to go. Right.
He might be a monster. He might be better than he was before. And a lot of people did not give him a lot of...
He was also going through a vegan transition, so he had lost a lot of his weight through muscle, and he was finally getting that back. But that's what I'm saying. These are the questions that, the GMs are... If there was no collusion. But with, I guess, that there was. So, I mean, what are we supposed to do with Colin Kaepernick? It's a good enough reason not to sign somebody. He's been out of the league for 2 years.
Well, how do they justify signing these bums that they've been signing?
Very true. Very true.
People that never even made it to the Super Bowl.
He was a starting quarterback.
He was a starting quarterback. He did lose. They were the number 2 team that year, essentially.
Doesn't make sense for him not to be in the league.
Yeah, I definitely do not think that he's a sellout. I'm glad that he got the money that was owed.
Yes.
As well as Mr. Reed.
Sprinkle some more in there. Eric Reed. Yeah. Eric Reed out here getting double paid. Yeah, this is what happens. And it should be a good warning to everybody. If you keep your integrity.
Let this be a message to you all.
To you all. If you keep your integrity, don't be like Steve Harvey. How about that?
Oh, absolutely.
Keep your integrity. There you go.
Integrity is important.
It's very important.
What's been going on with you as far as the league?
We've been off for 2 weeks, man. We are finally getting back to it this weekend against the Beltway Bombers. I believe they're 2-time defending champs, 2-year defending champs. It should be a good game, man. It should be a really good game. We're ready.
Where is it going to take place?
It's a home game for us, so we'll be at Saunders Point, right there in the heart of Turner Station. Can't remember the address off the top of my head, but if you look up Saunders Point Recreational Center, you'll be able to find us. $5 this week. So yeah, tickets half off. Come on in.
Last thing, just want to throw this at you, Jussie Smollett. What are your thoughts on?
Well, I subscribed to the notion that as soon as it came out, the shit sounded real fishy to me. Yeah. And the first thing I said was, racists are not going to identify you as the dude from Empire. Plain simple period. They aren't.
Good point.
I don't know who's on Duck Dynasty at all. I couldn't recognize anybody. I just know they all have beards. But
you don't know none of their names.
I don't know none of their name. I wouldn't be able to recognize them to be able to say I hate them off the. And on top of that, have a noose and bleach with me at the same time for what? Who had no? First of all, if you're not to make a noose, you don't care how white your whites get. You don't care. You don't. There's no reason to have a noose and bleach on you at the same time. You're either going to kill them or you're going to blind them. You're going to blind them and hang them. That's stupid. It doesn't make any sense. It sounds like overkill from the jump. First of all, there are no racists in Chicago. Not the part of Chicago he was in. They just know they aren't there. Subway 2 a.m. It never sounded right. I never believed Jussie. It just seemed extra. It all seemed too phony. It just I don't like Empire anyway, so it wasn't.
So
I wasn't with the shit at all. So.
Was not with the shit. Okay. Oh. Yeah, that's why I wanted to get that. T.I. disses Mayweather in the song.
T.I. better keep that shit on wax. Because I do not think that T.I. want.
You don't want that drama?
I was talking to a couple folks on Facebook about it. People say that T.I. is with the shits. He jumped out there. He jumped out in the middle of Lil Flip's hood, looking for a fight. They said, yeah, Flip said he whipped his ass, but he was with all the shits. Like, he came to fight. They said it was another situation. That he swung on Mayweather first in that diner. What I mean? So he's with it. He's got the heart. But don't put no gloves on and try to fight Floyd Mayweather, sir. Like, I have all the confidence in the world. But
I'd pay to see that.
Yeah. Oh, I'd pay to see T.I. get his ass whooped too.
You think that's what would happen in a boxing match? Yeah.
Diamond in a boxing match. Now, if they had the gloves off.
Now, in a street fight, I put my money on T.I.
If they can find a way to set up a match where Floyd is in a club partying and T.I. is able to dip through the crowd and slide and steal Mayweather first, and then Mayweather has to get himself together in a club situation, then maybe.
If he had been drinking also.
And he'd been drinking and partying. We know Floyd doesn't do any of those things.
Well, that's right.
But
T.I. does.
T.I. does. So maybe T.I. is allowed to get high and drunk, but Floyd has to stay wet. But it's still a club.
T.I. couldn't pass the drug test.
But it's still a club situation. It's the only way T.I. wins. He's got champagne bottles and entourage with him to help.
You know what you sound like? You sound like Dave Chappelle when he was talking about verifying it was R. Kelly was on the tape.
That's exactly. He's gonna need a laundry list of items to be able to beat this nigga. I'm telling you exactly. It's gonna be and a gun to beat Floyd in a fight. Yeah, because they both little too. He don't have no size advantage over Floyd either. No, man. T.I. don't want them. He don't want them problems.
So you just subscribe to the Mike Tyson, Mitch Green street fight philosophy on boxing all the time.
Yes, that if that
Did you see
nigga can
Mitch
whip
Green's
your ass.
face?
Yes. Yeah, I saw what Mitch Green said that led up to Mitch Green's face as well, and he deserved it. You play with a pit bull, you get bit. That's what happens. And T.I., stop. I understand that every now and then you got to prove your love, but that ain't the nigga that you want to prove your love with, unless you can find a way to bring a gun into that ring. He's gonna whip your ass, and that's just what it is. If Michael Jordan sleeps with my wife at the time, if I'm married, he sleeps with my wife, I'm not gonna challenge him to a game of 1-on-1. I'm not. It makes no sense. It makes no sense to do this. Now, Floyd, if you want to have a shootout with that man, I got T.I. in that one in a clean sweep.
Now, it sounds to me like you are insinuating that Tiny slept with Floyd Mayweather.
Yes, I am. I am insinuating. I don't see why they would be around each other for the amount of time that they were around each other. Floyd can't sing. What the fuck is he doing? I don't understand it. Nope. So, yes, I believe that Tiny is scandalous. And and that they were getting ready to separate, so she felt like she had found Floyd, and it didn't work out, so she went back to her husband. And Floyd was talking crazy. Broke the code. He didn't say nothing about that.
He shouldn't have said nothing about that.
But it's Floyd. He's ignorant, and so.
Well, Nelly got him, so.
He did.
Yeah. Same
way you get him is the same way you lose him.
All right, so we'll be back next week. Damn. We need to leave with that Floyd Mayweather.